I was a pianist by trade, which sounds more impressive than it was. In practice, it meant I spent most of my evenings in other people's houses, playing for their dinners and their little gatherings. One day I received a letter. Inside, the message was polite and brief. A wedding, a castle, a request for my services. I was to arrive one day early and spend the night, then perform during the ceremony at 8 the next evening. The payment offered was obscene. I wrote my acceptance that same night, and I posted it in the morning before I could change my mind. A week later, I was traveling through snow so thick it seemed to swallow sound. When the carriage finally stopped at the base of a steep hill, the driver refused to go further. "That's far enough," he said. It was near 6 in the evening when I saw it. The castle was enormous, and not in the romantic way painters like to imagine. Dark stone, narrow windows, a black island in a white sea. I stood there for longer than I want to admit, simply staring, feeling my stomach tighten. Then the gate creaked open. A man was waiting for me on the other side, short and a bit old. His face was funny, I suppose.
"You must be the pianist,"
he said. He introduced himself as my guide. We reached the main doors, and inside, the air was warmer. The entry hall was luxuriously grand. It looked well kept, but it was still dark. Candles burned in careful little clusters, and beyond their reach the corridors fell away into shadow that felt solid. My guide led me to a guest room so lavish it made me briefly angry.
"The master will see you early. He will discuss the details. Until then, rest, and do not wander."
I asked him if there were others staying in the castle already. He paused just a fraction too long before answering.
"They arrived."
And then he smiled again, as though that explained everything. He left me there. I told myself that the night would pass quickly, listening to the wind scrape the windows. Then the noises began. Not words, not anything I could understand. Just sounds, whining, laughing, crying, and something like the thin keening of a person trying not to scream. It sounded like there were dozens of people in the castle. I went to the door once. I put my hand on the handle.